Good morning. It's Sunday morning and it's beautiful outside. It's a little bit chilly. And you're probably wondering, well, why the title Sad Sundays? Ever since I was little, I've always had a difficult time with Sundays. It's just a feeling that lingers. I grew up in Puerto Rico in the southern west part of the island. And on Sundays, once church was over and everybody went home, the town was just desolate. And I remember we lived in an apartment building on the third floor, and I remember I would stand on the balcony just looking out, and there would be no one. And I would feel this. I would get this sense of, God, it's so lonely. It's so desolate. It's just so sad. And I couldn't wait for Monday to go back to school. And that stayed with me all these years. And there's a lot of, I have my laptop because I was looking in here and I want to share a couple of things with you. There's a lot of articles about Sunday anxiety, Sunday blues, but they mostly deal with how people feel about going back to school or going back to work. But that is not my case. I love my job. I actually look forward to Mondays. It feels like I can breathe again. So in my lifetime, I think I've only met a couple of people who had this same issue with Sundays. And it's funny because part of it deals with the fact that growing up, they lived somewhere where there was not a whole lot of activity on Sundays. I also read an article from a model years ago, a well-known model, who said that she did not like working in New York through the weekend because on Sunday it was so desolate. And I thought I can perfectly relate. So I was looking in the internet and it was interesting because I came across a site where people actually have an issue with Sunday and it is not work or school related. And I wanted to read a couple of them to you. There's an individual in England and he said, "It is the long, dark tea time of the soul." I understand. Another one said, "I have no job, so there is no distinguishable relationship between weekdays and weekends. And I still feel this." Another one said, "All the time. It's super hard to explain, but it's really melancholic." And I thought that is a good word for it, melancholic. That is kind of how I feel. And there's also another side that talked about things that you can do if you have an issue with Sundays. Number one, plan fun things for the day. Well, I have, of course, I've done that. And as a matter of fact, years ago, I used to teach a class on Sundays, right at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And because I thought it would help. So in the morning, I would be getting ready for class and planning my playlist, my exercises. And then after class, it was over usually around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Then it was time to go home and make dinner. So it helped. But I can tell you, that feeling was just, it was still there. It was just linger. It says keep a gratitude journal. If anything, I'm always extremely grateful, thankful. I believe it keeps you positive, it keeps you humble, it keeps you from complaining or lamenting about what you may not have, or things like that. It is extremely important that you always have a mindset of being thankful and grateful. Allow yourself to unwind, do some yoga, call a friend, watch a comedy, a funny movie. And I do that. I don't watch a whole lot of television during the week because I go to bed early, I get up early. But on the weekends, I make it a point to watch something funny, especially on Sundays. I love Big Bang Theory. I always learn something. I can watch the same episodes over and over and they still make me laugh. It has the best one-liners. And it also says to stay off social media. I'm a TED Talk junkie. That's TEDTALK. And I watch them on YouTube. And TED Talk brings in the best of speakers from all over the world, and they talk about all different subjects. A lot of them deal with personal growth, which I am fascinated with. There's always something new that I can learn. I'm always striving to become the best me that I can possibly be. So I love TED Talks. I love Simon Sinek, who is big on leadership, and Brené Brown. So when you have a moment, look them up. Now, let me just put a footnote here about social media. Whether or not you have an issue with Sundays, in general, when you are feeling down and you feel alone, you feel like you have no friends, there's nothing going on in your life, and you scroll through Facebook and all these people having just a wonderful time and doing things and taking pictures, and it affects you. Let me just tell you, because I've been there, everyone struggles with something. But that's not what it's going to show on the pictures, because we want to take photos that we can save for the future as memories. So of course, when we take pictures, we're going to smile and just look our best. I have posted on Facebook photos where I looked amazing. Like I was having a great time, I was smiling, life was good. Truth be told, I was dying on the inside. We might as well be real about it. I know I even recall my daughter when she was younger saying, you know, all these girls and all these people, they're always going to parties and having a great time, and they post them. And I used to tell her, honey, you know, it's not always what it seems. More often than not, it's just an illusion. When we see people and we think they have the perfect lifestyle, home, marriage, kids, there's no such thing as perfection. We always put our best face forward, of course. I will tell you that people thought that I had the perfect marriage. I thought so as well, but I didn't. So please don't look into these social medias and let it affect you and bring you down and make you sad and feel like you're the only one who is feeling that way. You're not. I promise you that you're not. But it'd probably be a good idea to just stay off of it. You know, we spend too much time on it. We really do. So, do you have problems with Sundays? Or is there something else that has affected you? Maybe it started when you were a child and it still lingers. And what triggers it? I would love to hear. So today, I am going to try my best and make friends with Sunday. I am going to go to the gym, of course. And I am going to take out my Christmas decorations, because I usually decorate the home for Thanksgiving because I think it makes it a little bit more festive. So I put everything out except for the tree. The tree is put up after Thanksgiving. It's kind of like our little tradition. And by the way, my next video, I want to talk about perimenopausal and menopausal weight, because I know that when I started going into my early 40s, into my perimenopause, I gained close to 30 pounds. I tried everything, and I finally found the formula that worked for me. And although we are all different, bodies are different, there will always be something that your body will respond to. Okay, we're going to talk about this in my next video. Please comment and subscribe. I would love to know that you're watching. Thank you. Kisses to my kids. Until next time. Bye-bye.